being sucked off.
You mean out? No, change the subject.
Please.
Change the subject.
Please.
So you knew when you were 9 exactly what you wanted to do, right? And that was to be on the radio. And you always knew you wanted to be on the Radio 1 breakfast show, which you still are. Some people say you're too old for it. Some people think you're always getting fired.
Hang on, what are you... I don't know what that reaction is. Are you going, yeah, you're too old for it?
Yeah, we are. I am.
They don't even listen to it.
You don't listen?
No, I do.
You're just doing what that hyper woman man tells you to do.
But listen, I mean, that is the top show, isn't it, in radio?
Yeah, it's
what,
yeah.
So I know you're going to do it for a couple more years at least.
Yeah, I'm contracted for another best part of 2 years. So,
yeah. But then what are you going to do? Then what? Then what?
I don't know. I might stay.
Because you're going to go to Radio 2 like all the other DJs when they get
too
old?
I don't think I'll go to Radio 2. I don't think they'll have me.
Are you not good enough?
It's not that I'm not good enough. 2 from the top, 1 from the bottom. Countdown.
It's not really you, is it?
Do you know what? But genuinely, I'm only literally 6 months into a 2.5-year contract, so I'm not thinking about it. I'm staying at Radio 1.
No, but afterwards, I mean, this is so like your dream job, isn't it? That's you've been doing it since '94.
Can I ask?
2004.
2004.
Chris.
Yeah.
2004.
I listen to it and I love it.
Thanks.
Right.
Till closed.
I try and work out why it is so good, and I can't. You know, like.
That's
What
a good
is
question,
it?
Lisa.
No, it is good. It is a good show, and you've got your little team of people, and it just works, and I don't know why. What do you think?
Because it's the same. It's basically our shows are not a million miles away. We go on and we yak about stuff, and instead of having adverts, we just play a record.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing. And if people can relate to you, and we just try and have a laugh and not be very kind of anti-DJ and that kind of good morning, hope you're having a great day today. It's 8:15, 15 minutes past the hour, which I don't do. Yeah. And I'd rather go on and go, it's 8:15 and I'm knackered like people are
Can I
thinking.
just say, Lisa, I thought you said you listened to Chris Evans in the morning, like most of us, right?
No, I don't. No, I do. I listen to him because we're in the Cotswolds. I can't get Radio 1.
Never heard of him. Yeah, but Lisa says she listens to it. She comes in and I can't sleep all the way, so that doesn't say much, does it?
It used to be big in the 90s, or not so big as you told me.
Yeah.
But you... Carol, why are you being so horrible to me when the last time I saw you backstage at the National Television Awards, do you remember what you said to me?
Oh, no.
And here you are giving it all this, making all the jokes.
Say? And
I walk out, I'm about to walk on stage, and you're walking past me at the National Television Awards backstage, and you come up to me and you go, when are you going to ask me out? I'm single now. Is that not true? Is that not true, Vorderman?
Can you go out?
Did I?
Oh,
Anyway,
I didn't. I wouldn't say anything like
cut
that. I
out
don't
this.
fancy you anyway.
Yes, Julie.
You've obviously, I mean, it's great how you've had all this massive success on Radio 1, and it's great, and it's fantastic. You've got great figures, and it's brilliant, and you want to get that to that 10 years, which is brilliant. But you've also in television now as well, so that's a great onward step for you as well.
I'm on television right now.
Yeah.
right now.
Why don't you talk about The Love Machine?
Do you want me to?
Yeah,
Okay.
go on.
New dating show.
It's a new dating show with me and the lovely Stacey Solomon. I don't know if you're aware of her. She's not been in the news
She's
for
been
ages.
on here.
I spoke to her yesterday.
I know you did. God, she didn't plug the show though, did she? I mean, she could have given it a push. So anyway, it's
Got a lot on her mind.
Has she?
Yeah.
God love her. She's a great mum. Anyway, she is a great mum. She's a brilliant mum. Her boy's lovely. So it's a dating show. So it's like all the dating shows are all kind of similar. We have a massive wheel and we put 8 boys in it and we bring a girl on and we spin the wheel and it lands on someone and she has to decide basically whether she fancies them or not. So she doesn't know anything about them. She just looks.
Shall we have a little look?
Yes,
Do you have a look?
Yeah.
We'll have a look.
We'll have a
Liz.
look,
Come on,
yeah.
love. Here we go. What are you thinking?
It's very theatrical. Like, woo!
Wow, he's like a pasty got Kwan.
I like quite a manly man.
Well, he's got some ink. He's inked
Yeah,
up.
like
He's
I
got
like
some
the
tats.
ink. I do like that, but
Look at that.
I think he is. Like, I like the way he's dressed and stuff, and I like the tats, but he was just a bit... It was a bit... Ooh, I'm on a show.
He is on a show. He's on this show.
But like a West End show or something.
OK, so two theatrical, ditch or date?
Ditch.
Ditch! He's ditched.
That's it. Right.
And then Stacey has to summarise that conversation in 1 or 2 words. She writes on a little thing and it appears on the screen. And I think she writes for him, too camp. I think that's what she writes. And that's what she does. She's very funny. And it starts on Sunday at 6 o'clock on Sky Living. Search for it, it's out there. And then...
All right, then.
But it's funny. If you like Take Me Out and that kind of thing, it's like that. But it's more, without slang and Take Me Out off, it's more real. There's no preset kind of questions and answers.
Is it more
it's like...
cruel?
No, not really. But what's interesting is if you bring a boy on and he goes, yeah, I'm a personal trainer and I'm this, that and the other, and you get him there and you go, spin the wheel and it lands on a girl, the boys are the worst at going, nah, a bit ropey for me, love, sorry. They're not good at that. The boys go...
They're meaner.
Well, no, they're not. They're scared.
Well, we're going to talk about it
Yeah.
in a minute, because you are going to stay with us, is that right?
I'm here for the week.
I'm going on holiday, right? Chris is staying with us and we'll be discussing the topic of booze. Is the best way to get ahead with work to embrace the company drink culture?
Ow!
Back soon. Part of today's New Swimming and your last chance today to see the question that could pocket 2 people. £10,000 each. Here are the details. Very pleased to say, I think, because it says that there, that our honorary newsman, Chris Moyles, is still here.
Hooray!
We're glad you're here. Really, we
Actually, it's
You
refreshing.
are. I know you are. I think you all are, actually.
No, we
I think
are.
even you, Vorders, even though you're being a bit cheeky and, you know, and I've been lovely to you since I came on and you're giving it all
Not
little...
being lovely to me.
It's a
look
defence
saying all
mechanism.
sorts
She
of
wants
different
you.
things.
But
I
do you
want
know
him
what?
so bad.
Should we let
She
go
does.
to the next topic?
Yeah, let's.
let's
OK,
What is it,
interesting
handbag
news here. OK.
shoes?
No,
Some companies in America are experimenting with allowing their staff to drink while at work. Experiment, apparently. One executive officer of a company allowing their staff to do this says it's about treating people like adults. So,
Right.
good topic here. Would it be better for more companies to embrace this drink culture? What do you reckon, Chris?
Morning.
Yes, I think it... Unless you work for Alcoholics Anonymous, then that might go down like a fire in a crowded lift.
Yeah.
But...
But not on the breakfast show, eh?
Well, you don't want to be drinking at 6 o'clock in the morning, Carol, trust me.
No.
That's how the rest of us live our lives,
I
by
know.
not drinking at 6 in the morning.
I don't drink at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Get lost, you lush.
Anymore.
So,
Unless
when
she's
you-
still out.
I don't. When you do a breakfast show, you've been up since what, 4, 5? Well, actually, you probably get up 10 minutes before you get on the show.
I was late this morning.
But you know, your day starts before everybody else's.
Yeah.
So by 10, 11 o'clock in the morning, it's time for a beer, isn't it?
but yeah, I think so.
It is.
When I first started at Radio 1, we...
You did the very early slot,
I
didn't
used
you?
to do the 4 a.m. show, so that was
yeah.
that was awful because it wasn't like a night shift, it wasn't the early shift, you were kind of stuck in the middle. So we finished at 7. We used to write stuff for the show, go for breakfast, come back, record some bits, and on my life be outside the pub at 11. Oh. And I didn't know many people in London, and all the people I did know were all at work, so I literally had nothing to do. So we went to the pub, and I used
Was
to be
that
there
conducive to
all day,
doing a
every
good
day.
job?
Well, what happened was, people from the radio station would pop in for lunch and have a little drink and then go back to work, or finish work at 5 and come in and see us. And by the end of a year, it's got to be the most profitable pub in London because it was heaving, but everyone would come in and out. And after that year, everybody knew each other. And in a weird way, everybody socially hung out, and therefore at work, it kind of made things a little bit easier. So, I mean, I wouldn't recommend you then go drinking all day in the pub.
No, not all
but
day, every day. Not every day.
helps.
But, yeah, it does. It's sociable, especially in that kind of business. There was a radio station that I used to work for that... When I first met you, I tell you, and you used to come in there and stalk the DJs because you were desperate to get on the radio.
I wasn't stalking
no,
the
you were.
DJs.
And then your first job, I think, after that was Capital, wasn't it? You went to Capital after that. But
Yeah, I worked on
that
radio.
station, which was owned by Richard Branson at the time, had a deliberate bar area.
Yeah.
So everybody, it was called the Zoo. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't remember what it was called. Funny how I couldn't remember. But it had a fridge, I mean, endless stocks of booze. It was all free.
And that was all free?
It was all free. And regularly, because I used to produce the breakfast show, it was Russ and Jono at the time, I used to come in the morning at like 3, 4 o'clock, and there would still be people partying in the Zoo. They'd been to the pub, they'd start there, go to the pub, come back, and they would sleep regularly in this little bar area.
Yeah.
But not because it was treating them...
But that's a
they
bit
were treating them like
showbiz, isn't it? You
grown-ups.
couldn't do it in a bank.
No, it was rock and roll. It was rock and roll. Well, you could.
That's where I disagree with you. I think all bank managers should have a drink with you and just say, "Oh, go on, give us that mortgage." And they might think, "Oh, go on, I like you."
Well, the housing market would recover, wouldn't it?
It would, yeah.
Start
You'd be in
lending money
charge.
again.
How much do you earn? 18 grand a year? Have a £2 million house.
Yeah, go on.
It is good for networking. It's good
think it is
because you
very
can get if there's like a little club or something like the BBC there used to be, or if there's like if you go for a drink after work with the boss, you can get a little promotion, can't you, out of it?
What's that? What, did you have a twitch? What was that?
I don't know if I was going to get the spoons out as well. Then I don't know what I'm on.
They are talking
But
about...
it's scary when you work with someone who's had a drink and you haven't. It's all right if you're all trolleyed, but if you're working with someone... I did a panto with a woman who was Goose
What?
in Mother Goose. So there's a little old lady who drank more than she ever should have done, and we didn't know whether she was going to fly, fall down the stairs, end in the pit, and she used to seriously worry the life out of us because she used to go out with her feet on in her normal clothes.
Is that her name?
Yes! But no, it's quite worrying because if you're worried that someone's going to drop the ball, so to speak, when you're,
That doesn't happen for me.
But it's about treating people like adults. That's what they're saying. If you give people booze at work, then can you trust them to be adults? But, I have to say, on this show, we are only allowed a drink once a year, and that's at Christmas, and we're allowed a glass of champagne on the desk, and we're not allowed to touch it till the show's over. Now, that's not really treating people like adults, is it?
No, it's true, actually.
Come on, bring on the booze!
Then we did...
Sleep by part 2. If we had booze, I'd be asleep by part 2.
Yeah,
What we should do...
Christmas DVD, we were trolleyed, though, weren't we?
What we should do is do a late-night Loose Women. With a bottle of wine. And have a different type of show
as well.
well.
Don't just say it and then never do it. If you're going to do it, here's exactly what you do. You do it at 10:30 at night, live, but you all have to be drunk. Now, that would be hilarious.
Yeah, it would.
And you come on the beginning and you go, we're drunk, and we don't know what's going to happen. That, but only if the audience, right, are drunk as well. And then halfway through the show, you're going to have pizza delivered so they can all be sitting out.
That sounds great. I'd be up for that.
It'll never happen.
No,
we like our little lunchtimes. And contrary to popular belief, this is water in here.
Yeah, it is.
Everyone thinks it's
mine's
vodka
tea, but
or
it's cold.
booze or something, and it's
lemon
not.
and
Lovely
ginger.
Christopher Moyles.
Hi.
It's been wonderful
we
to
done?
have
We
you as an
finished?
honorary loose man, I think, for the day. Thank you for coming on.
Thank you very much. I loved it.
Insights and your naughty stories. Thank you, Chris Moyles. That's it for today. We'll see you tomorrow when one of the women suspected of killing Frank Foster in Corrie's latest murder storyline, Kim Marsh, who plays Michelle Connor, will be here. Plus, find out what happened when Andrea and Jane were singing megastar Lionel Richie. Sit down.
We're going.
12:30.
Bye, everyone. Come on.
And don't forget, for plenty more loose laughs whenever you fancy, you can go to our website, itv.com/loosewomen.